I guess I should save that progress real quick, just to make sure we don't... Because there's still a bunch of bosses that we find up here on the moon will wipe us pretty quickly, so we're going to take this a little methodically. There's money here, somewhere. Like, there's just random money sitting on the ground. Maybe they removed it in Free Enterprise. But yeah, I thought there's supposed to be, like, free money just sitting on the ground there. Anyway. Yeah, we're going to pop a quick save. So this is where it really hurts, where Rosa naturally doesn't learn exit. Because we have to run in and out of this dungeon over and over and over again. Earth Crystal, Baron Key. Come on, man. Come on, we can do it. Okay, so we've been that way. This goes around to a treasure box, which we'll grab. If we don't find the Baron Key or the Earth Crystal in here, it's just a matter of hopefully the experience we gain will help us win that Lunar Dragon fight. And this is all on just the pie-in-the-sky hope and dream that I have a 5th character in this scene. I might not. Every single character slot might be taken up by one of the 4 that we already have. In which case, we'll be finishing this mess with 2 Rydias. So, yay! Are there treasures on this floor? Looks like not. There are, I just cannot... Oh no, I come around this way, that's right. Terrible arrows. Monsters. We need to armor up here. Yeah, that was what I was afraid of. I guess Kane could solo this fight. But no spells are going to hurt this thing. It's all going to come down to Edward and Kane. Should I throw up? I guess I'll throw up Berserk. Berserk Edward should take this thing down pretty quickly. It's really not even worth Kane attacking, honestly. But we'll burst him anyway. Oh, it's dead. No problem. That's a lot of experience that we're getting. And a Drain Sword, which we don't need. But what I will do is put Cure 4 up top there. Okay. The levels are coming fast and furious now. I told you guys I want to do the full clear. That means getting all the treasure boxes. I know I'm not going to get them all. I know I'm going to miss one here or there. But the end of the credits, when they roll, will be telling us how many treasure boxes and where I've missed. And that will be my undying shame. Another Artemis bow. We've got 3 of those now. Monsters! Oh, this guy again, huh? Edward is such a great character now. That's all he needed. That's all he needed to make him a viable... Not just viable, but very powerful character in Free Enterprise. Was a good weapon. That's all he needed. They got to do the same thing for Sid now. Like, I know that when you're making a randomizer like this or a ROM hack, you want to make a very light touch by adding new content. Like, otherwise it turns like it's very chintzy. You know what I mean? It's not technically a ROM hack, but there's a level editing software called Super Mario Bros. X, which I've done some Let's Plays of Super Mario Bros. X games. It's the Mario level editor. And there's the tower key. We can get out of here. Oh, no, we can't. Tower key doesn't turn into... It's just a boss fight. I don't think it's a key item. It might be. I'm going to go check, actually. I'm going to run all the way out and go check. Oh, you know what we can do? But Super Mario Bros. X has, like, all these just little additions and features and things that they didn't stop to think if, like, adding this was going to really add value to the software. And some of it does. They add, like, instead of just Mario characters, you can play as Link from Zelda 2. They added a bunch of items, like a bullet bill launcher you can pick up and it just fires bullet bills endlessly. Like, just a lot of chintzy stuff like that. And each thing taken in isolation is fine. You can make a fun level with the little bullet bill launcher. You can make a fun level where you play as Link from Zelda. I know, because I made a level where you get to play as Link against all the boss fights from Mario 2 and 3, basically. So, but what happens is the weird chintzy stuff that's not in any of the other Mario games. This, like the clown car at the time, this predates Mario Maker, so the clown car was in there, and like a piranha plant item, and just silly stuff like that. What people would do is they'd make levels, and they became like the most common things in the game. Are now all the weird chintzy stuff, when really those should all be like esoteric one-shot things in a Mario level made out of just the solid fundamental building blocks. You do see the same thing in Mario Maker, if you play Super Mario Maker for any length of time. You do see levels where you'll just throw a million clown cars or whatever. But the randomizer version of that is, the point of the randomizer should be, make do with what you find within the game's logic. We're going to shuffle everything around, but everything you find is still part of the game. So if you know the game well, you'll do fine. So I understand when they add stuff like Edward can equip the spoon now. Anything that, like, new actual content for the randomizer, I understand that those decisions should not be taken lightly. Because it's really easy to just start adding absolutely everything in. Hey, we can add in a Blue Magic character for no reason, and we can add character sprites from all the other Final Fantasy games. Maybe you can get, instead of all the 4 characters, we'll just put in Final Fantasy 6 characters, lol. We'll add in a ton of boss fights that would, like, all that stuff they could add into the game pretty easily, comparatively, if you have the skill to do a randomizer in the first place. But it is Calburna. And we are going to wreck all the Calburnas at once as soon as one of the Rydias gets a turn. There we go. That being said, though, Edward and Sid, they really need something to make them viable. Edward was good because the spoon is already in the game. You're not adding a new thing. And it's a fun joke because he's the spoony bard, and it's pretty good. Sid, I don't know what you could do, because none of Sid's weapons are good at all. You'd have to literally add something in, or give him the ability to equip something in the game that doesn't make sense, like an endgame sword or something. Okay, so you know what? We do get a key item. Now when we go to leave the dungeon, it'll still show us the event where we have to escape and get caught on the airship, and then we'll get a key item when we walk out. And with any luck, it's the Baron Key or the Earth Crystal. One of those two things, and we get to see our next character. Most likely our last character, honestly. How are my hit points doing? Because we did gain quite a few levels. Oh yeah, we've got a lot of hit points over last time we tried to fight those Lunar Ds. Once Edward breaks 1,000, we'll be in much better shape. Because he has to be on the front line to capitalize with that spoon. Like, he's still not a terrific character. You would still rather have Cecil, Kane, Edge, or Yang, or any of the black magic. Like, he's still not... If the best thing he can do is 4,000 or 5,000 damage a hit, a lot of characters can get that pretty easily. There's the Baron Key. So now we go to Baron. And there's another key item we can get in Baron. Actually, I think there's 2 key items we can get in Baron. First, though, we'll just open this. Just because I know there's treasure boxes in here. The spellcasting characters, Palom and Porom especially, they don't need new gear because, first of all, they can mostly use the same stuff that Rosa and Rydia can use, and they've already got endgame gear. But also, just having access to the white and black magic sets is really, really good in this game. So... I already have that, I think. Alright, I'm going to open all the boxes in here, even though I don't need anything else, really. But there is a character all the way at the end of this dungeon. There are characters I will not take over a second Rydia. I won't take Tella or Fusoya, mainly because they don't have enough magic points, whereas Rydia has a ton. I would take Palom and level up Palom over Rydia. Any of the melee characters I would take, I think. Would I take Cid? I guess I would take Cid, just for the sake of having unique characters, maybe I would take Cid. I think Tella and Fusoya, and Porom. I wouldn't take Porom because I've got Rosa and I don't need a duplication of efforts there. Anybody else I'll take. I won't take another dupe. I won't take a second Edward or a second Kain. Alright, I don't think the bosses in here can be scary at all, but we're going to save just in case. There are 2 bosses from the early game here, and then 1 boss from the late game here. And is this going to be... Is this my Fabul Gauntlet, maybe? It's my Fabul Gauntlet. Oh, we're going to tear this... Yeah, there's no problem. We got this. No issues whatsoever with these guys. Ow! Oh, that poor imp's face. Man, that water hag was a lot easier than the first goddamn water hag we had to fight. I wouldn't mind getting a dragon spear for Kain. I mean, that spear is okay, but... we could do better. It's gotta be a blow to Kain's ego that Edward is showing him up. It's gotta be. Whatever, we'll take a heal potion, sure. And this is kind of how the back half of your randomizer go. You get to a point where you're just mopping up the stuff from the early game you couldn't unlock because you lacked the key items to do so. But if we're super lucky, we'll see a 5th character here. Alright, so that's done. Then we got one more boss up top in the throne room. A whistle. I have no use for a whistle. A mist dragon would also turn into a key item. Ooh, it's Bahamut. Okay, this could get interesting. We just kind of put up wall, don't we? on as many characters as can handle it. And we... Oh, it's dead. Oh, that's right. It's Bahamut, but he's in Cagnazzo's spot, so he has no hit points. Still was going to play it a little easy there. Still going to play it nice and careful. Who do we get? It's Rosa. I don't want a second Rosa. We might only have these 4 characters. Do we get a key item here? Maybe we don't. Well, that happened. But now we can run out of the castle and save and then come back in and do the 3rd boss here, which does give a key item because he's a summon boss. Oh, there's a key item. That's right, because it goes through this. This is where you get the airship. This is where you get the Enterprise in the vanilla game. But you start with the Enterprise, so they give you something else here instead. And hopefully it's our Earth Crystal. That would be beautiful. Black Hand. Alright, we got one more boss in there. And some more treasure boxes. You know, we might luck into our 5th set of adamant armor. I do understand why people turn off the adamant armor, though. Like, I don't know. My fun in this game, in Free Enterprise, is more about, like, seeing what we get and the weird orders you end up having to do things in, and sometimes solving early game problems. If you, like, we started with a really weak characters with Rydia and Edward. So, we gotta throw some stuff away. You know what? We just throw those away. That's fine. We can also throw away this, and this, and this, and this, and these, and that, and those. Cool. Two Blitz Whips in this tower. I see where they're keeping all the Blitz Whips. We're going to go the long way around those pots. Why not? So we've already fought Odin in the rotation. He was somewhere. He was like in the Mist Dragon location or something silly, wasn't he? Tis Rubicante. Am I worried about this? I might be worried about this. I know Odin does not have many hit points. Actually, we might be okay. We'll throw Sylph out to get some extra hit points, but I think we might be fine. This should be fine, actually. Because yeah, Odin is a late game boss, but he doesn't have many hit points. Because the idea is you've got to kill him quick before he completely schools your party. Alright, is this going to be my Earth Crystal? Mursame. Very well. No Earth Crystal for us. I kind of want to go see if I can take those Lunar Ds now. Because with Shell... I mean, the big problem is they heal themselves so much, then start spamming virus, but we've got so many levels since last time we fought them. Our damage output should be better, and we can survive a couple more virus blasts now. I don't know, what do you guys think I should do? Should I give it a try? Where's my spaceship? There it is. Yeah, we're going to try the Lunar Ds one more time. One more time. I mean, I guess another item we could look for is the, or not item, but boss we could look for is the Mist Dragon, but it's looking as though the Mist Dragon is going to be on the moon, because there's very few places they could be. There's a boss in the Tower of Zot. Also, I suppose. As far as actual progression goes, we could win the game. If I wasn't doing a YouTube series where I was like, hey, I want to do the full hundo and find all the stuff and kill all the bosses, I would just go beat Zeromus. Not right now, I'd have to get some levels first, but... Actually, I might just pour all of my gold into apples and get my hit points up that way. Because I definitely have the damage output to take Zeromus. That with Berserk Edward and constant Bahamut spam, like... Cure 4 every round. But we can't survive Big Bang with the hit points that we have, although the Adamant Armor would go a long way to helping with that. Oops, wrong button. Alright, Lunar D. Oh, I guess we have another boss in here that could be the Mist Dragon. The Mist Dragon turns into a key item, is why I kind of want to see them. Alright, so we're going to Sylph until we get Shell and Berserk up. Get Shell up. Actually, do I have a Bacchus? I think I might have a Bacchus. So he can Berserk himself.
Shoutouts to Gordalot for sponsoring this video, and to everybody who helps make my channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.